Hello, AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you so much for your kind words, your beautiful words. Thank you so much for your energy and just taking your time and to listen to these messages and, allow, discernment and allow, a different perspective and allow, a way of truth to be spoken. Thank you. Thank you for, thank you. I really, really am grateful for that. So this message is going to be about, transformation. There may be a lot of people that may be there's a lot of people coming out of isolation, and there's a lot of people that are going into isolation. And I kind of knew it was going to happen like this because I've noticed that, this happens in phases. Everybody, I've noticed that, people get different type of healings at different times. And this is where I've spoken of the different levels. There's different levels, there's depths of the truth, messages, spoken like that. I've spoken of this, I haven't spoken of, there's different times where people go into isolation, but there's times where people are on different levels. So what you may have just passed, someone else may be going in, or what someone else is going in. Yeah, I just said that. So, and I'm getting that, that is what's going on right now when it comes to where we are now. There's a lot of people who are going into isolation, and I know for me, I didn't really have anyone to explain to me what I was going through, or what was going on. I just know that it just felt like a huge energy shift within my I'm currently outside, so if you hear a lot of water, if you hear birds, if you hear the wind, I'm currently outside, and so I'm basking in nature, and so I want to deliver this message in nature as well. But I had noticed that there was a huge energy shift within my within my life. If you've heard my story before, it was me declining. It didn't just happen all of a sudden. I saw myself declining, but I kind of ignored it, and I still was trying to do the healing, but I was just, still trying to manage and, handle different things at once. This was the time I was speaking about. I had just started a brand. I was in school, and I also was working like 2 or 3 different jobs. Also, while being a divine mother as well. And so during this time, my awakening was trying to start, and I was kind of resisting it. That's what I can say. And so therefore I just watched myself decline, and then out of nowhere, that's where it felt like, okay, something's off. This energy, I'm not normally myself. I'm doing things that's really not of me. Let me see what's going on. And this is where I was able to, it was a 2-fork road in front of me. I've spoken about this in the videos before of how, there being a 2-fork road in front of you. Do you want to finish? Do you want to, as I said before, I had this brand. It was doing well. I was just starting, there was there was obstacles with it. And of course I was working 3 other jobs. So there was a lot going on, but I was excited, where I was. I was excited where I was, but I noticed like during the process, and as I was declining, things, I had started noticing outside things more than ever. And so, my energy started to shift, and this what may be going on with you all. You're noticing that your energy may be shifting. I had some more words to say about that, but for some reason they had kind of lingered around. So hopefully I'm able to get back to that. But this time, as I was speaking before, I didn't really have anyone, speaking about, not detailed about what was going on in this isolation. And this is what you may be going through. There may be many reasons that may push you into this, isolation. You may be realizing, you may just be paying attention to the things around you and noticing just some things isn't true anymore. You may be noticing, the way you're living isn't true and who you really are. You may be learning that the people around you, they're not true, they're not in alignment with you, or that you may be noticing that they don't get you, or that they don't understand you, or you just feel out of place. You just feel as though you don't belong right now. And this because you may be going through an awakening. You may be ready to go into solitude and reset. This is a time of reset. And I just wanted to be a guide or speak some things in this time for you in this isolation that can help you, know that this is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. And for those who have graduated out of isolation, congratulations, really, really, really. So there are so many rewards that I see in the world that people get for, material things, but no one, and it's not about no one. And I hopefully it's able to start. The rewards, and of course we don't need validation, but it's material things are so validated, but our growth, our evolving, our awakening to our truth, that's really never congratulated or rewarded. And I just wanted to be the one who congratulated you. And if there's any way that in the future that I'm able to reward this area, I'm definitely going to try to bring it to this channel. But for now, congratulations. I know that it took so much strength, so much truth, so much of listening to your intuition, so much of paying attention to the signs, so much of letting go and detaching of illusions and people, places, and things. I understand. I definitely understand. And and there's so much more to go and grow from and transform into. So it's not just the end all. It's not ended. We're just learned that this is we had to go through that so that our foundation could be created, and so that we can always have that as our core, so that we can know, okay, what's going on. There was some truths that we had to endure. There was some truths that we even had to tell ourselves, and there's an interconnection with the divine that we had to awaken, so that we can always know that we are supported, that the divinity is within us, and that we're always divinely guided. That is the truth. That is the number one truth. And just to have that spiritual energy, that spiritual eye, that spiritual way of looking at things, and using it in a way that is true, and being even compassionate with it. That is strong. That's what I got strongly within my journey, is having compassion, having grace for yourself, having compassion, grace, and love for yourself, so that you can do that for others as well. Even for the ones that you found out the truth about, even for the ones that you found out, that was maybe abusing you, may have been, in competition with you, may have been, against you, may have been gossiping behind your back, maybe, even for those who have done that within this truth, because there was some truth that has been brought to you about people, places, and things that you had gotten a revelation about, some truth about, and you wanted to blow up everybody. I don't know, I'm gonna try to cut that part out, because I'm not sure if YouTube will let me say that, so I'm gonna cut that part out. But you wanted to, let everyone have it at one point in time, because you just couldn't believe that how genuine of a person you was, and, just the truth that was being exposed to you. But that is the beautiful thing about this time, and how you got through that. You didn't let that stop you within your journey. You didn't stay stagnant with that. You didn't stay angry in that, because what that anger would have done was deplete you, and what that anger would have done is you wouldn't be to this point right now where you have evolved and you have reached those new levels, because as you've learned also to let all that hurt, that pain go, so that you can lighten their load and rise above. But for those who are in isolation right now, I really hope that you understand that those are some of the things that you may be going through now or will be going through. Finding out truths about people, places, and things. And finding out truth, it's not even just about people, places, and things that is outside of you. It's things that's inside of you as well. The truths that you have been, the things that you've been telling yourself that has not been, the full truth. The different perspectives that you're going to be learning in this isolation, in this solitude is so very important. And this is a beautiful time. And I ask that you don't look at this as you being punished or you being, that you're being left out. No, you're being put in. You're being in isolation so that you can go inward. You're being put in so that you can listen to your intuition. This is a great thing. This is really what everyone doesn't be able to journey and do, and so this is a beautiful time because you're going to be paying attention to your intuition. You're going to be going inward and meditating. Right now is a time, if you haven't chosen to do this, right now is the time to listen to your intuition or to start trusting in your intuition and believing in yourself more. And this is a time of going inwards, and to rest in silence. This is a time to be grateful for this time, because the more that you try to not want to be in this time, the more that you try not to want to get the truth or go get through this awakening, the more resistance that it'll cause and the longer you will be in it, and this is why it's important for you to with Lost on the bottom of the deck, I see Lost. This is a time for you to be grateful for this moment and know that you are blessed. This is a blessing to be here, because there are so many other people that may be living illusions and may not have gotten to this level yet. And you are able to get to this level, not only for you to heal, but in the future you'll be able to heal others as well. Embrace that and really be in that truth and embrace it and be able to heal others as well. Or just, be able to, maybe your journey isn't, to be in like the masses of things, where it's like celebratory, in like a big impact way. Maybe it's for your family. Maybe it's for those, that's in your city or in your, in your town or in your state, just, embracing it and being that vessel in that area, a lot of this isolation is also helping you to know your personal power, for you to have the confidence to step into your personal power, and to, you'll learn how to master your destiny with this truth, with this confidence. A lot of this also is for the divine feminines. This is your intuition is so powerful. Your truth is so powerful. It's bringing, if it's not going to physically bring forth a sisterhood, energetically, it will bring forth that sisterhood in a spiritual, energetically way, because, a lot of divine feminines are awakening to the truth of who they are, awakening to, how beautiful and divine that they are. And, whether it's on a physical or energetic level that they are expressing their truths or, being creative, it is still happening, on a divine level, and, a lot of, and even within this, for the divine masculines as well, with the male principal card here, you will be, activating, so many gifts and abilities that you never even thought you may have had, or may have been laid, that have been dormant since childhood, that you may have, put to the side, and may have felt as though it was inadequate. But in this isolation, you may gonna find out how great it is and how it's always been a part of you, and you're going to be activating and you're going to be creative in it. You're going to be feeling able to be confident in it in a major, beautiful, loving, compassionate, divine way. And you're in your unique way. Maybe in the past, for the divine masculine or even the divine feminine, you may have had a talent, a gift, or ability, or just something within you has always just been unique. But you always may have felt as though, it was weird. You always may have felt like an outcast from it. You may have always felt as though you were an outcast. And this may have had you, become an outcast. You chose that, though. You chose it. You chose to, not be in the crowds. You chose not to be in the groups, in the areas that you felt as though wouldn't accept you. But right now, what this isolation and this solitude is doing for you is bringing, awakening that truth, and helping, and not only awakening that truth, but you're going to go through a phase where you are able to trust in the divine, the divine's guidance, your intuition. You're going to gain an interconnection with the divine like no other. And when you get out of this isolation, when you are ready to, when this isolation is, almost nearing completion, you will see why it was so important for you to, stay in it and to not resist it, because you will learn that it would have never got you to, it's not, where you're going to be, and a lot of, as I said before, a lot of things may have pushed you into this truth, into this isolation, into this solitude. It could have been, something dealing with work. It could have been something dealing with a relationship. It could have been with something dealing with a friendship, some type of loss. Remember that lost card was on the bottom of the deck. You may have lost something, and it may have guided you here, because there's some truths about that. Also, whatever that is that you lost, it's not just, as I said before, it's some inward stuff, but whatever these things that you may feel as though you lost, there's some truth that you're going to be divinely guided to about this thing. Maybe it's some truth that you were, had an illusion about that will be revealed. And, in this time when it be revealed, I ask that you don't, whatever be revealed, I ask that you be calm and patient with yourself, and have compassion for yourself in that, and where you are. Please, I ask that you are able to understand it in a wise way, even asking for wisdom. Divine, may you give me strength and wisdom and understanding for this time as this get revealed to me, because there's going to be a lot of things revealed to you, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see. I had to really talk to myself even when I didn't want to. I wanted to stay angry. I wanted to stay with the chaos in my head about whatever the truth that was going on and what was telling myself, and the things that, I was telling myself. I really wanted to stay in my head, but I had to learn. See, it takes courage. You're going to need courage in this time. And I ask, even if you don't know how to have the courage, ask the divine to help you with your courage. Divine, may you help me to have courage with these truths that I'm receiving, to help me not to feel guilty about them, or help me not to be angry about them. And yeah, this will take time, but really, asking yourself and really wanting that divine truth, and really wanting that wisdom, and really wanting that healing, because this is a healing time for you. There's so much being activated. Your intuition, your personal power, your confidence, your courage, your gratitude, all of this stuff is being activated, and it's going to take you using your voice and speaking to yourself and having compassion, love, and grace for yourself in this time. It really is. And I just want to be able to be here to speak to those who are needing it. This is a time to, also for those who may be in this, this is a time for meditating. This is the time for, finding the things that you love to do. Yes, I know that you want to be in solitude. You want to stay to yourself. But even if you're staying to yourself, finding the things that you may have in the past stop doing and start doing it. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's dancing. Maybe it's, listening to certain instruments. Maybe you used to like to listen to certain instruments. Maybe it's a time for that as well. Also, exercising can be significant, because that energy within you is wanting to be moved. It's wanting to be removed, and a way to help be in alignment of that removing is to exercise, whether it's walking every day for 1 or 2 miles. Or I'm not a mile person. I don't know the miles that I run or walk. I just like running and walking. Whenever I get tired, I'm one of those. Because people ask me all the time, if I ever say that I went running, I always say, they were like, oh, okay, how many miles did you run? And I'm like, I don't know. I just like to run, and it's a release for me more than anything. I'm not running because I want to see how many miles that I can reach. It's okay, I'm going to run into whatever that is that has been on my mind, or wherever it is that I need to release. I know that it's released. You know what I'm saying? And so that may be a way for you as well to release, dancing, boxing in this time, doing yoga, just doing different things that, makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. Even, sitting outside in nature right now may be significant. You're going to find that you like nature a lot more in this time of solitude and isolation. This is where your grounding is. This is where that ground is. And this is where the divine is wanting you to be still, really, and to be still at, really, to be honest, because there's so many wisdom and truth that will be brought within this stillness. And I'm telling you, the things that you have probably ignored in the past, and it has been right in front of you, there's so much truth that will be revealed to you in this time, and it's going to be beautiful. I know that you may not see it now. I know you may see so much betrayal right now of yourself, of what you've done to yourself or what others have done to you. I know you may see, just hurt. You may be hurting, you may be in pain, but right now it's a time of having grace for yourself. I want to be compassionate as possible in this time, because I definitely understand. I'm not here to yell. I'm not here to speak to you in a way that you've already probably been speaking to yourself. This is a time right now for calmness and patience for yourself. This is a time for speaking to that inner child with a loving and kind voice. Maybe in the past you may have yelled at yourself. Maybe in the past you may have cursed at yourself. Right now, this isn't the time to be yelling or cursing at yourself. Your inner child needs you. Your inner child is needing some love, and needing some compassion, and is needing some type of nurturing right now. And you have that tool within you. And this is a time for no external person to give you that. This is a time right now for you to give yourself that, because you have that voice to speak. And I know there may be days where you may want to let anger, or the chaos that may be going on in your mind, to just keep going. And if that's what's helping you, I ask that you're able to, do that. But I ask that you also be aware of if it's helping you, or if it's causing you to be stagnant, or is it causing you to continue to repeat certain cycles. And if you're wanting to solve that, really start speaking to yourself and saying, no, this isn't me. No, I'm going to have compassion and grace for myself. No, I'm going to choose to learn the truth about who I am. I'm going to choose to gain a different perspective. I'm going to choose to, just even at times sit with stillness, So I really hope that, I really want to, companionship is at the bottom of the deck. It's been at the bottom of the deck for a while. There may be for someone who, this may be for someone who just may have gotten out of isolation, or you may be in isolation with someone who means dear to you, right? And maybe they're not understanding you right now. Or maybe, y'all may be even going through this together. And the card says, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So really just, allowing you all to be in the present moment right now for each other, and to know that, and to let you all both heal individually. And then as y'all able to heal, and I'm not saying separate, and I'm really not going to talk about this topic long, because, I like to talk about things that, I like to talk about experiences, and, or, I could talk about this from this point of view. If you have a child and you may be going through this, this healing journey, this isolation, also giving a way to heal as well is allowing yourself compassion and grace and being in the present moment with that child, because that child has so much pure energy that will help you right now in that healing. Now, that message is definitely for someone. You may have a child and you may feel as though you just have no one, right? And, by you allowing just compassion and grace for you, and as you love that inner child that's within, and just pay attention to your child right now, being in that present moment of your child and not getting so, and allowing yourself, and how can I say this without seeming like I'm telling you what to do, and not allowing yourself to be angry at yourself or your child. Allowing that present moment, you will notice how that child brings so much joy to you, and how your child will be a part of your healing. And as you heal, your child will see this healing. This child may not see what's going on right now, but your child will be able to see in the future how you have gotten through this healing, and how you really was able to stand tall and be courageous in it whenever y'all speak about it. Or if this child may just notice just off intuition in the future as they get older, and this will be a beautiful thing for your child to see right now, because in the future it's definitely going to help your child, when if your child goes through something like this. Or it may just along the way just give your child the strength that they will need in the future. So I really, really hope that this message resonated. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.